Hello again and welcome to another instalment of Benidorm Bites from here at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. This is the 8th in my latest series of vlogs, and for those of you who haven't yet caught the others, Benidorm Bites aims to show a mixture of footage and clips, responding to viewers' requests, showing things that I've found interesting or funny of late, or just providing updates, news and information of events that are happening here in the town. If you've only just found my channel, I produce original, positive and informative videos on a weekly basis about Benidorm, where I have lived for many years, and also the neighbouring areas. So if you enjoy this vlog, please consider becoming a subscriber so you'll never miss any new content as I upload it in the future. So let's get started. My first item brings welcome news for the region despite the dreadful weather that we have been experiencing of late. As many of you will know, here in Benidorm and the surrounding areas, we have now suffered nearly 2 dreadful weeks of prolonged rain, clouds, grey skies and howling winds here on the Costa Blanca. While it hasn't dampened everybody's spirits, and indeed Cheltenham Week and Paddy's Day were heaving in resort and extremely jolly, it has to be said that nobody really comes away to experience worse weather than they have back home, and certainly don't expect to have to go out to buy warm jumpers, jeans, brollies and packamacs. However, the continued rainfall of the last fortnight has brought great relief to the province's aquifers and reservoirs, which are filling up after the prolonged drought and the absence of rainfall since the beginning of 2022. The records of accumulated water in some points of Alicante are actually historical this March, and only last week they exceeded 110 litres per square metre in some municipalities. In Guadalest, the reservoir, which was previously running low, opened its doors last Wednesday afternoon, which caused the notable rise of the local Algar River. This action meant that neighbouring towns and villages had to be warned in advance who were nearest to the mouth of the river itself. This is the rainiest start to spring in decades in our province, but as meteorologists point out, it is something that ensures the water supply in the Alicante region for the rest of the year, as well as guaranteeing drinking water for the population and tourism sector of the city of Benidorm for 2022. This is because the Guadalest Reservoir, together with the Amadoreo Reservoir, which is just inland from Villaraigosa, supply our tourist capital and other surrounding towns, and they have doubled their reserves in just over 1 week, going from 40 to 90%. Although town hall officials are quoted to be very happy with this spectacular increase in water reserves, as no doubt are the ducks, I for one can't wait to see the sun shining down again on our beautiful town and mountains and be able to go out for a lovely long walk and take some fabulous sunny footage for you all again. So fingers crossed. My second item follows on from a recent video in Benidorm Bites 6 where I showed you all what to expect when arriving by plane into Alicante Airport. This time I'm showing you the departures procedure for those of you who are not so familiar with it. On arriving at the airport, whether that be by coach, taxi or private transfer, you first need to head inside to departures, which is on the same level as you already are. There is a Costa coffee outlet outside if you fancy one last café con leche for your onward journey, as well as a couple of vending machines. Once you've retrieved your luggage from your transport, you can then place it on one of the many baggage trolleys available and head through one of the large rotating doors into the main terminal. Once inside, there are plenty of overhead information boards, and here you need to find your flight number, destination and time, and this will then give you your check-in desk numbers to head to if you wish to unload your suitcases or indeed your hand luggage. You will then head over to your check-in desks, and these are usually open about 2 hours before your flight is due to depart. Once you've reached the front of the queue, your luggage will be weighed, tagged and sped away by the conveyor belt and your passport and boarding pass checked. Look out for the bright red machine where you can weigh your case for €1 to check it is not above the limit. And always make sure you know the weight limit for your particular flight with regards to both suitcases and hand luggage, as we all know that the airlines are never happier than taking money off you for having overweight baggage, so why not just pay €1 and get peace of mind and avoid that nasty surprise. There is also a machine available which wraps and seals your suitcase if it is damaged or split, for example, or of course just to deter tampering, and this service costs €10. There is ample seating dotted about should you need a breather, along with rubbish bins for getting rid of your last bottles of liquid and toilets at both ends of the large departures area. In the centre of departures you can find an airport information desk along with a bank of ATMs. The major airlines also have offices here where you can buy tickets, pay for overweight luggage, or ask any last-minute questions you may have regarding your flight. You will then pass through security, where you need to place any luggage or bags in the grey trays to be scanned, along with your coat, belt, mobile phone, liquids in 100ml containers, or anything from your pockets such as loose change. Ladies are often asked to remove their boots as well, and coverings are provided for your feet if you don't wish to walk on the rather dirty floor. This being a restricted area, this is as far as I was allowed to film in this area. Once through passport control, and after redressing and sorting out your bags if you were stopped for a random check, you now pass through a large, long duty-free area which sells everything from perfume and cosmetics to chocolates, spirits and Spanish-themed souvenirs. Finally, it is now time to relax as you have done the hard bit. You are now greeted by a whole host of shops, cafes and bars to spend those last few euros in, and the entire area has been given an upgrade in the last couple of years, with many nice restaurants and well-known chain brands to choose from. Free Wi-Fi is available in the whole airport, and don't forget to check the information boards for when your flight is boarding and from what gate, usually about 30 to 40 minutes before you are due to fly. I hope this short information piece has helped jog the memory of those of you who aren't frequent flyers, and buen viaje or safe journey home. My third item today is a follow-up to what I vlogged about in Benidorm Bites number 7, which answered a subscriber's question: where would I go to get medical care if I was taken ill in Benidorm that isn't just the private hospitals that the hotels automatically direct you to? Having shown where to go if you are staying in the New Town or the Rincon de Loix, today I'm showing you where you should head if you're staying in the Old Town area. Not knowing this neighbourhood in quite so much detail, I have to admit I wasn't completely sure, so after asking around locally, I have found out you would go to the Centro da Salud, or Health Centre, which is situated on the corner of Calle de Jupiter and about halfway down the long street of Calle Tomás Ortuño. As with the clinic in the Rincon de Loix, to be seen you will need to present your e-HIC or G-HIC card, which you should always bring with you on holiday. This can be obtained completely free of charge directly from the NHS website, and please do not get it from any other source who may wish to charge you for this already free service. The card entitles you to immediate medical attention in case of an emergency, and I would always advise taking an interpreter with you if you do not speak any Spanish, as although some of the staff do speak a little English, not all do or are willing to do so. If you don't know where to turn for a translator, you can always ask in your hotel's reception or simply ask at your local British bar, and no doubt someone will know someone who can assist. I do hope this helps. Our fourth item brings the happy news that last Thursday firefighters rescued a driver trapped in her vehicle after falling down a drop of several metres on the AP7 motorway, in an intervention in which the municipal police used the help of a drone to locate her. The event occurred shortly before 7:30 a.m. on the road between Altea and Benidorm at the Benidorm South exit, when the car fell several metres down an embankment, turning it completely upside down. The driver, who was luckily still conscious, alerted the emergency services to her plight. A command unit and a rescue van with a sergeant, corporal and 6 firefighters was issued immediately from Benidorm to travel to the scene of the accident. To determine the exact location of the damaged car, the firefighters used the help of a drone from the Benidorm local police, and as I reported in my recent Benidorm Bites 6 vlog, drones are now being used on a regular basis to assist in emergencies, both on land and on water. Once located and released, the casualty was evacuated by ambulance to the Marina Baixa Regional Hospital in Villaraigosa, and I'm sure we all wish her a very speedy recovery. My final item is a video showing the very latest work that continues to be carried out upon the 4-star Hotel Port Benidorm in the Rincon de Loix. I've been filming at this location for virtually a year now, and even as the new extension creeps closer to completion, my viewers never cease to lose interest in this popular and well-situated hotel. If you would like to see all the building work from the very start, simply search my YouTube channel for Port Benidorm and you can find all the footage and information you could want, and you won't have missed a thing. I will let you enjoy my latest footage, and this brings us to the end of this 8th instalment of Benidorm Bites, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this latest information vlog with me. If you did enjoy this video, then I would ask that you please give it a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you would like notifications of future videos, just hit the bell notification button and you'll be informed of any new videos as soon as I upload them. Also, feel free to drop me a line in the comments section if there is something or somewhere that you would particularly like me to include in the future, and as always, I'll see what I can do. For those of you who've only just found my channel, Benidorm and Beyond, I enjoy not only videoing the bustling resort of Benidorm, but also the beautiful local area, including the nearby villages and towns, which can mostly all be reached by local transport and make a great day trip out. I'll see you out and about next time. Cheers!